Hi everybody, Emily here for HipKit Club. I'm here to share with you today my layout with mixed media technique. I use this gorgeous cut file designed by Annette that's available to download for subscribers on the HipKit shop website. So go and grab yours. And I decided to add a little bit of watercolor effect using the Prima Marketing Colors style part of the mixed media color kit. So I'm going around and I'm building up my color and I'm adding layers and layers. So I started with the lighter color, so the most diluted one, and then I'm building with darker shades. So as I go along, I'm having a color that's purer and purer and less diluted. So as you can see now, I'm onto the pink that isn't diluted at all, and just creating a bit of a shadow effect around the cut file. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's all about adding dimension and a bit of color, and I just love the effect. I think it's just so romantic and it's whimsical, and I'm just loving it, I think, and it's just really a fun technique to use. So I'm drying it quickly with my heat gun so that I can move on onto the next stage of my layout. Here I'm grabbing the white cardstock and I'm diluting some of the green. So I'm heavily diluting it because I really do not want to have a dark green. I just want a bit of light color over my background, and I'm creating a circle so that it would sit behind my cut file. I've then splashed a little bit of green and I splashed some pink. Here it started to run, so I took it off with some wipes and some kitchen towel, I can't find my words. And now I'm gluing my cut file onto my background, and what I'm doing is I'm only adding glue onto the center circle of the cut file so that the rest of the cut file is remaining free and loose off the page. I am now moving on to some fussy cutting, and I'm cutting out all the layer flowers, or a few layer flowers, out of this beautiful Cartabella paper, and I'm sparing you the pain of sitting through the whole fussy cutting, and I'm gonna fast forward it as much as I can without having you missing too much of the process. So here I've fussy cut loads of flowers, and I've just loosely placed them onto the page, just as an idea. I've not stuck down anything, the photo is not stuck down. And I'm selecting a few stickers which I'm gluing onto some white cardstock, and I'm gonna fussy cut around them and see if I can use them. So there you go, that fussy cut around them. I'm sparing you the pain of sitting through it. And now I'm gonna play with all the different placement, have a look as to where I want things to fit. I decided there was a bit of detail missing on this page, and I decided to create a frame with the gorgeous strawberry paper from Maggie Holmes. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting around my page at 1/2 inch and creating my frame in that way, removing the branding strip, of course. And now I'm distressing the inside of the frame lightly with my pair of scissors, and I am going to mount this frame onto my layout with sticky foam pads to create a dimension. So the frame is going on top of the layout instead of going behind it and resting the layout onto it. So yeah, it's creating volume as well. And it really has that effect of a photo frame. So now it's time to take the plunge and really start placing all my details and my fussy cut flowers. And I decided to add a few more fussy cut flowers, but this time from the Pebbles Ink Yellow collection. It brings another dimension, and I think they really go well together, those two types of flowers. The ones are more watercolored, and these ones, it really works. So yeah, so I'm going with sticking everything down and starting to get this layout to come together. So I'm adding different levels of sticky foam pad to create dimensions. So below, underneath certain bits, I will add one sticky foam pad thickness. Some of those I'll have two, some of those I'll have three. I just build up and build up and build up. And it's to really help create a dimension, and it kind of takes from the decoupage technique, which layers on top of each other some the different details of an image. I kind of go from there. It's just on this instance I build a dimension. I build a depth of field on all my details and my embellishments. I think that depth of field is what helps the eye to get into the layout. It kind of guides you into the page a bit, a bit like a path, rather than being faced with something completely flat. I just feel it engages more the person that looks at it. I love that strawberry stickers, but I thought there was too much white around it, so I went and fussy cut it out. I'm now playing with the last finishing details. I'm playing around, really. It's all about that, grabbing some different stickers that catches my eyes and trying to find a place for each one of them. I'm just trying to add some dimension around my page. I'm curving the flags of the bunting around the handle of my paintbrush to give off a little bit of a windy effect through them, so they are not flat stuck to the page. We're creating that effect. really loved how soft this layout was, and I didn't want to add a massive title to it or even any bold journaling or anything like that. So what I decided to do is to use this little bow from Sash, I suppose, of the Maggie Home stickers, and I'm mounting on sticky foam pads. The only thing is I thought that visually it clashed with the Leo blue strip I had added previously, because we ended up with two lines next to each other, and visually I didn't like that. So what I wanted to do was to move the blue one, so I moved that up there, and I replaced it. I like that blue as well that was down there, so I replaced it with the Leo Punnet of Strawberry, because it had that blue that's repeating, and it just helped with it. I then added a few glittery enamel dots from the Pink Paisley pack, and there you go, that's my finished layout. I really loved using different techniques on there. We've got some mixed media with the watercolor and the painting, and we've got some fussy cutting and layering. It was a lot of fun to create. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, go and grab your kit. They really sell like hotcakes, so be quick and grab them. They're stunning. And see you soon. Bye.